Welcome back, everybody. You know, to have a happy and healthy life, it's often very good to plan for everything, and that would include your retirement. So every week, we get to sit down with these great people, Greg and Kristen Taylor of Legacy Retirement Group, to talk about finances, obviously, and they are the place for that. Today, we're going to dig a little deeper, but before we do that, Greg, I never knew this about you, because this is what we're going to talk about today, find out about their background and who they are and how they got their office
This is
going.
an important fact.
If you ever had any concerns at all that he has you on your, he's looking out for you. He's the superhero of financial planning. Put up your sock for us all.
Okay, here we go.
Can we get a shot of this? Superman socks.
Jada made him wear them today.
Well, we're going to stop there. Don't show us your underoos. We don't want to see the underoos today.
They might be Superman. No, I'm just kidding.
We've gotten to know you guys over the past year, and I think for a lot of people out there, they've come to know you as the people giving the advice. But what about you two can we share with people? First of all, how did you get into this business?
Well, it's kind of in a roundabout way. Years ago, I was an assistant pastor and had the opportunity to work with retirees from a different perspective. In monthly meetings where we'd have a potluck dinner, I would invite accountants or financial advisors or attorneys to come and give advice on how to set things up properly. And I learned all the while, back in 1993, I got started personally, came back to Columbus to help get a ministry started, needed a job, and that's kind of how I got into this.
So then you trained, and here you are.
Yes.
And what about you, Kristen?
Yes, so I always worked from a customer service aspect in the business. And then about, 5 years ago, we started seeing a need where a lot of single ladies were coming in, and they kind of connected a little more having a woman and kind of that understanding, that woman-to-woman conversation.
Right.
And so that's where I became more an advisor role with our practice. But before that, I always worked in customer service.
And what do you like about what you do now?
You know, it's just so fulfilling. We tell people all the time that when you first sit down with someone, there's kind of some anxiety from people because it's such a personal thing you're talking about, the dollars they've saved. And then when we fast forward to getting the actual plan in place and seeing the look of relief, and then even a year or 2 years down the line when the plan's working and they really get that it actually is doing what we said it was going to do, that is so fulfilling to us.
It is, and let me just say this, the things we do every day come out for real in people's lives. Just 3 weeks ago, and I'm sad to say this, the couple, Ron and Barb, were in the office, and I laid out from our complete planning review the things they needed to do. And I said, you need a financial power of attorney in case something happens. I said, start living your life while you have time and health. That's 3 days later on Sunday, he had a stroke. And I just visited him last week in the hospital, and he's not doing well. And Barb said, we didn't have time to get that financial power of attorney, and I'm worried, and trying to help people pick up the pieces. And those that are healthy enjoy their retirement with confidence, and those that are struggling, show them how to pick up the pieces and get things to work for them.
And let them know there's no embarrassment because you're reaching out.
Right.
That's right.
The first
That's
step.
exactly right.
Yeah. Very good. Well, we want people to take advantage of that. I know you have an offer.
We do. We call it in our practice the complete planning review. We want to check all the places to see if there's any weaknesses, things that should be, that may be slipping through the cracks. So the first 15 callers today, they can come meet with us, and we can check everything out, make sure they're on track. And those that do call, we'll send a copy of my book, Winning Retirement.
Excellent.
And hopefully that'll be a help as well.
And the phone number is right there on your screen, Legacy Retirement Group's number. You can also visit them at legacyretirementgroup.com. Remember, you have Superman, and something tells me, too, that underneath this beautiful facade right here
Wonder Woman.
is a Wonder Woman.
Oh,
There
Yes,
is.
absolutely.
Yes, and she's got her golden lasso wrapped around this guy. Tight, for sure. Thank you both.
Good to
Appreciate
be
it very
here.
much.